can you actually start by telling us what Kirtan is and where did it originate from? Why did it originate in the first place? I think that a lot of people feel like Kirtan and mantras are associated with Hinduism.
Some people don't even believe in God, and they come for Kirtans and they feel some divine energy and they start questioning, where is this coming from? And suddenly they have a change of mind, change of heart.
Another thing that we've been seeing is Bhajan clubbing, right? Have you guys ever attended one?
For me, honestly, that word irritates me.
Yeah.
Because bhajan and clubbing, it just doesn't go. And bhajan and clubbing, it comes from very two different intentions.
What does Kirtan and chanting do for your nervous system?
The reason why we feel what we feel when we're chanting is, number one, because there's this nerve called the vagus nerve, which gets stimulated. And that vagus nerve is attached to many organs in our body. When that gets stimulated, when you're chanting, it kind of brings a sense of calmness.
Why do you think the world needs more Kirtan? What is the final message you'd want to share with anyone listening?
You might stay in the most fancy houses, you might have a company with 10,000 employees, but ultimately there is a part of loneliness within you, always. And I think Kirtan, bhajans, chanting mantras make you feel that special presence of God is always there.
The way I started 2026 was unlike any other. I started it at a beautiful Kirtan led by Kirtan Mumbai. If you don't know what a Kirtan is, I'm really happy to have you in this episode because I think it's something that the world really, really needs to know more about. It is a part of yoga and Indian culture, but for me, and I think our guest today, it's a feeling. It's a devotional practice. And I feel that it can sometimes be mistranslated. So I'm really excited to clarify with our lovely guests from Kirtan Mumbai, Meghna and Baldev. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So this is the House of Yoga podcast for those of you who are tuning in for the first time. My name is Gavi Kanani, and this is a podcast presented by Yama Yoga. I have started this podcast with the intention to help inspire those of you who would like to be more ambitious but still stay connected to yourself, connected to divine and to your spirituality. So thank you so much for being here. We start every episode with a meditation, but for today's episode, we are also going to be chanting together. So you can either listen to this and just receive, or if you would like to, why not join in and chant alongside us? Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Part the lips slightly to relax your jaw. Feel the tongue just relaxing in your mouth. And simply observe your natural breath. Feel how often you're inhaling and exhaling. Noticing both the length and the depth of your breath. And let's just set an intention together for this episode, this conversation, to try to help as many people as we can, and to share the message of Kirtan. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Let's bring our hands to Namaskar in front of your heart. And let's chant one Om together. Deep breath in. Feel ready, you can bow down, gently open your eyes.
Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Together. Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya
Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram.
Thank you. That was so beautiful. How do you feel when you're chanting?
I feel like I'm connecting to the divine. I'm connecting to something that's larger than me, that's larger than life. It's my communication with the Lord. So it just makes me feel very, very peaceful, very belonged, and very centered.
Yeah. And does it have like an image that you're chanting to?
It doesn't have a finite or a particular image. It just depends on where I'm at the moment. Like sometimes it's a form, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a deity. It just depends on where I'm at.
Yeah. Where are you at right now?
Right now, peaceful actually. Quite peaceful.
Lovely. What about you?
So mantra chanting actually makes you feel very present, especially when it's done with people.
Yeah.
When you chant with more people, you get grounded, you feel present, and as Meghna mentioned, you feel very protected,
Yeah.
and you're not thinking of too many things at that point of time, somehow. Otherwise, you're all over the place in your daily routines and so many responsibilities and duties, but somehow, whenever we chant, it's been so many years when we chant together and when we... So Kirtan is special because it's call and response.
Yeah.
So you sing once and then hundreds of people are chanting back together. And when they chant, that's the time you feel super present, grounded,
Yeah.
because you're hearing and then using your vocal cords to chant. So it's very, very powerful. Sometimes you can't even explain what you feel when you chant.
Can you actually start by telling us what Kirtan is and where did it originate from? Why did it originate in the first place?
So Kirtan actually comes from the root word kirt. And kirt means singing or speaking the glories of Lord or connecting to that divinity. And that is what Kirtan, that is where Kirtan comes from. Kirtan traditionally is a call and response format, like a call and response form where music and mantra and this collective energy energizes the place. This collective form of chanting what it does to the place is it infuses it with spiritual vibrations. And that's why after every kirtan, you'll hear people saying that they felt lighter, they felt connected, because that's the power of chanting. And the mantras that we sing and recite originally, Baldev will explain how and where they've come from.
No, so since childhood, we've been hearing these, stories, and we see these pictures in spiritual books where these sages are, bearded sages standing in a yoga form with one leg on the other. And these actually go back thousands of years back, where they used to perform austerities and tapasyas on hills. And when they used to do this, through the wind, through the air, through the sun, they used to get these powerful vibrations which got converted into mantras. Ultimately, that has resulted into a musical representation sometimes. So nowadays you hear a lot of trends and aspects of kirtan and spiritual music happening.
Yeah.
But the origin is that source. And that's why when you hear, when you chant, when you repeat these mantras in the form of kirtan, they uplift you, they protect you, they make you feel light, as Meghna mentioned, So that's the source, because the source is so pure. That's how you actually experience purity and experience that power through kirtan. So that's a small origin. Also, 500-600 years back, there was a saint called Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya.
Yeah.
He was the one who actually started kirtan, where call and response was the first time probably experimented in this material world. So yeah, two aspects of how kirtan originated. Probably.
Yeah.
So kirtans, actually, the way I would like to have people experience is that when you're present in kirtan, your breath, it becomes medicine. The sound turns into vibrational, spiritual sounds and higher frequencies. And it just shifts you into like a very calm state of mind. So that's when your mind is completely quiet and in the mode of surrender.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I have so many questions for you guys, so I'm so glad we're doing
Go
this.
on.
Yeah.
One thing you mentioned about is being present, and that's what happens when you do kirtan. As you were both leading kirtan along with Govind and Sagar, do you ever feel that you're not present because you're giving it to so many people? Do you feel like you're worried about how it sounds? And does it, I guess it kind of goes in flows, am I right?
Yeah.
With that? Like
True.
you're sometimes
Yeah.
present and then sometimes you're like thinking about the audience. But
Yeah.
you're not it's not an audience, right? It's a
Yeah.
community. How do you experience it?
No, true. Absolutely. You sometimes do feel distracted, to be very honest. We are human.
Yeah.
A lot of thoughts go on. And especially when you lead, you also need to take care certain aspects other than just chanting or being in the zone or meditating are covered, because you're conducting an event where you're taking care of hundreds of people,
Yeah.
taking that responsibility as well. But again, there comes a point in a particular kirtan where 5-10 minutes into it, you're just completely surrendered.
Yeah.
You're not worrying about how's the sound, if the rhythmist is not playing on tal,
Yeah.
or if someone is singing off in the audience. All that just becomes a background stuff then, and the main aspect remains why we are here,
Yeah.
what is the goal, and the ultimate objective is to get people together to chant.
That's
But
your
for
objective.
sure, it starts with a lot of worries and too many
Yeah.
things in the head, but then you close your eyes. That's what my teacher always said. Anytime you're nervous, you're confused, you're worried about certain things that's not going according to how you want it, close your eyes, chant your mantra, think of the Lord, and just repeat it again and again. So that's probably how I tackle, so many thoughts that come into my head.
So you chant it for yourself as well, to just ground
Oh
yourself in that moment.
yes.
Yeah.
Unless you feel connected, unless you feel what you're doing, what you're singing is real, you can't lead a kirtan.
Yeah.
You can't experience something that you've not made people experience, or the other way around?
Yeah. What about for
yeah.
you?
For me, it has been very, very unexpected and intimidating at the same time. The mic was never my friend. I used to see it even right now. Like, I used to see the mic and like I used to get these crazy butterflies in my stomach. But somehow I think God has made some arrangements where I'm always in front of the mic. So it took me a very, very long time to kind of, blend with it. Even till date, when I don't know about leading the Kirtan, like I've never seen myself like that. Like Baldev's been born to do this. Like he's been doing it since he's 5. For me, it just happened.
Okay.
I've not been trained to do it. I haven't been it's been very, very intimidating. So there have been many, many moments where I'm like shutting my eyes and I'm like, oh God, what if I miss this? What if I do this? I'm like, Baldev, what if this happens? What if I go off tal, something? But by the end of it, you just close your eyes, and the bigger purpose of doing this is that somehow you've been the chosen one. And you just need to do justice to it by being authentic.
Yeah.
That's the least you can do.
Yeah.
And there are moments where, I've had Kirtan, like I've sang a Kirtan and I don't even know where that's come from. I'm like, I did not focus the way I should have, but it just flows because there's something higher that's kind of taking over. It's not really you. So that has been my experience.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So true, because while she was speaking, I'm thinking certain Kirtans, it's gone really well, in terms of music quality also. And it's also in terms of you can feel the energy in the room. And some Kirtans, you're like, oh no, I could have done better. But when you hear that back in the form of a recording or a video visual, that's much better than what you thought was amazing.
Yeah.
That's where you see the power of God. That's where you see the power of positive energy. And it shows you like, listen, you might feel you're the one leading the Kirtan, but there's someone else who's controlling it.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful feeling. I feel that when I'm teaching yoga. From the very start, it's felt like that with me. Like, I've been teaching for 6 years, and I think I've planned 2 of my classes because it's always just felt like something else is channeling through me that just holds this space and gives. And it's so beautiful to share that. Yeah. Is there any other forms of Seva that you guys offer and give? Like, what is your favorite way to share, if not Kirtan?
Nice question. We've been focused too much around Kirtan since childhood.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. But there are some small things that we do because we are connected to a community. Like small things like, serving.
Yeah.
Like there are some nice spiritual programs that happen, and then you just take a step back and there are thousands of people lined up to get food. And then you just stand at a counter and you serve.
Lovely.
Or you take their shoes, like place them in the bag, give them the token. So there are small activities which I feel we both do so that we are also always connected to people.
Yeah.
That also grounds you, shows you where you've come from. It's important to be humble also when you are in this space, because you can easily get carried away.
For sure.
Yeah, like, I mean, am I forgetting some of the sevas that you do? She has great fashion sense, so she has, I think, made some dresses for the lords, and so much more she's done.
So, the family that I have in London, they are into Seva a lot. And for them, Seva is every day. And what they taught me was that, in Seva, you feel like, Baldev mentioned that sometimes you're serving, or whether it's shoes, or whether it is, some form of something that you're contributing somewhere, you feel like you're giving, right? Like you're giving this, you're giving your time, you're giving. But actually, true sense Seva is when you're receiving a lot more in that. And Seva is actually like a everyday lifestyle. Not just that, I'm going to the temple and doing Seva, or, I'm singing and doing Seva. No, it is an everyday lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's in the most smallest of things, whether it's giving water, whether it's being kind, whether it is like, I just feel Seva is like in your everyday life.
Yeah. You know, living in Mumbai, obviously I didn't grow up here, so it's really interesting living here because even though the caste system is somewhat abolished, I still see so many divides in how we treat people and how society is divided, right? And yeah, it's just interesting because I feel sometimes we dehumanize some people and we do put on this status or pedestal. And I think what you've said is a beautiful reminder that regardless, like we should give whatever we can every day. And it doesn't matter where we are in the world. But I've particularly felt that in Mumbai. Did you notice that? Because I know you've spent some time living in London.
Yeah.
Did you feel any difference from there and here?
I felt a lot of difference. I mean, for me, I connected to my roots in London, to be honest.
Really?
And for me, in Bombay, it was just, it was too much. Like there's so many spiritual things going on that I failed to see what was authentic and what wasn't at that point. But when I went to London, a small thing like I attended a garba and out there, instead of playing at 12 o'clock, they stopped everything and they did the Lakshmi Aarti. And that just like something just moved, you know. I was like, wow, like we're actually like now we have to learn from there. Like I got into that situation. But there was definitely a shift in terms of like when I came back from London. But I think Bombay has too much of it, which is why people take it for granted.
Yeah.
Like for me, my dollhouse was my temple and sitting on my granddad's lap. But it's so accessible here that you take it for granted.
Yeah.
And when I went there, I realized the value of it and how like authentic it was and, you know, something that I could come back home to.
Yeah. It's really funny because it's kind of the opposite for me. Like I grew up with hearing, like me and my family would chant the Gayatri mantra every night and do the Aarti and Garba every Navratri. But I didn't feel connected to it in my soul. And then I came alone to India, to Rishikesh, and did my yoga training, but also spent a lot of time at the Aarti by the Ganga. And I just remember feeling so deeply moved by it at 19 years old and just realizing, okay, like this feels like home. Not necessarily the place, but just that energy and this connectedness. And I feel that for both of us, we've gone far away from where we grew up.
To feel it.
To feel at home again.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, but I love that it exists and it's happened either way. And I hope that everyone gets to experience it whenever they're meant to in their journey, whether it's this life or the next. But it's such a beautiful thing to have. What's been your journey with spirituality?
I've been connected to spirituality since childhood because of my parents, predominantly. I think it's a lot to do with association, what kind of people you're around. I was lucky since childhood to be a part of a community, good friends who understand your choices, your family, the culture. And since childhood, somehow I've been attracted to deity worship or singing, especially spiritual music. So it's been more of that and more of turning up, showing up again and again, like attending more of these Kirtans since childhood for 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
As a kid, it came very naturally. So, I mean, I can never take credit of that because I don't know how it happened. Maybe credit goes to my parents. But and something magical used to happen every time I would sit in a Kirtan. Because as a kid, if you're 5, 6, 7, 8, you have so many other things to do. You want to play, you want to like have fun with your friends. But something special was every time I would probably want to choose to come to a temple or go to a function where there's Kirtan. And
even as a child?
Even as a child. So maybe that's some probably past life good karma or my parents or association of friends. But even though Bombay is how it is, there are places which can make you really feel connected,
Yeah.
especially with the right set of people around you.
Yeah.
I think I got lucky with a good mentor,
Yeah.
a fantastic person who is our well-wisher, who
Okay.
guides us.
Lovely. I think that a lot of people feel like kirtan and mantras are associated with Hinduism. And maybe they don't feel that they can join a kirtan if they're not a Hindu. What's your opinion on that?
We were in Dubai, right? We have a friend there who runs Kirtan Dubai. It's a community again. His name is Harinam. And we would chant Om Namah Shivaya, Sitaram. What else? Om Namo Narayanaya. And you have, of course, Hindus. But you have Christians, you have people from Egypt, you have people from Yemen, you have people from Iran. So I think music is one such thing where I think
Brings people together.
it really gets all kinds of people together. Whichever part of the world you are from, whatever religion you follow. That's why people always say spirituality first, religion second. And we've experienced that through music. People come regardless of their caste, creed, religion. They say that, we felt this, we connected with this really helped us overcome our challenge.
Yeah.
Kirtan and music has some crazy combination. When in a particular kirtan, your thoughts basically become consciousness and music becomes prayer.
Yes.
Then that is connected to everyone in the room, regardless of what age group you are, because we have kids coming in for kirtans, we have
I've seen babies.
babies. Oh my God, they have the best energy.
Yeah. It's so
And
pure.
Yeah, it's so pure. You can literally see God's presence when they are closing their eyes, singing from their heart, eyes closed.
Kirtan is like literally for everyone.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you come from, what's your bank balance, who you are. And we've made it quite conscious in Kirtan Mumbai.
Yeah.
We've had everyone is equal, everyone is the same. And that's the beauty of Kirtan, that it's supposed to be like that, where people feel belonged, they feel seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's literally just as simple as that.
Yeah.
Some people don't even believe in God.
In God.
And they come for kirtans and they feel some divine energy. And they start questioning, where is this coming from? And suddenly they have a change of mind, change of heart, some questions come up. And I think kirtan is one such safe space for people to come, be themselves, whoever they are, they come, chant, and then they leave.
Yeah.
It's not to create a cult, to convert someone. It just becomes a comfortable, happy space for people to come and enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
For once, do something for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. A slightly controversial question.
Yes.
Kirtan Mumbai, there's an energy exchange, right? You guys are charging for it. And I feel that in the wellness, spiritual world, there's a lot of resistance for people
Correct.
paying for things.
Correct.
Can you tell me why you guys charge?
Yes. Okay. Kirtan Mumbai charges, it started with 333 per person.
Yeah.
Now it's at 555. To conduct any event of a particular scale, there are budgets needed.
Yeah.
Initially, we did it out of our pockets. But even now, as things stand, it's been 3.5 years. We very humbly and very proudly, 4 of us, Meghna, myself, Govind and Sagar, can say this, that none of us have ever taken a penny out of that. Whatever has been received has been used for the hall, the sound, whatever facilities that we provide for the people who come to attend, all the participants,
Yeah.
making sure that it's comfortable for them.
Yeah.
And in a place like Mumbai, it's difficult to sustain if you don't have a
100%.
basic subscription fee. In fact, on a lighter note, a lot of people tell us that the amount of money that we spend on an Uber is 4 times your registration fees. You should probably increase it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only reason why we've kept a cost or a ticket, because it also makes us disciplined. Because then we don't know how many people will turn up.
Yeah.
It's actually a registration process that we are trying to follow.
Yeah.
It's not to make any money. You don't make money with that fee price.
Yeah.
So it's for discipline, so that we know how many people are coming and we book the halls and rooms accordingly. And
So Kirtan is not taken for granted also.
that's important.
Yeah.
That's what we felt.
Yeah.
We've been asked this quite a bit, so we're used to this.
Okay, cool.
But the whole idea here is, and I'm glad this has been brought up, that the whole spirit here is to make it more disciplined and see that how we can scale this so that more people can get access to Kirtan. That's it.
Lovely. And I really do think it's an energy exchange. I know that's the way you guys say it as well, because for me, it doesn't feel like I'm paying for something per se. It just feels like an exchange, and the night is just so phenomenal. I really enjoy every one that I've attended from you guys.
Thank you.
And also, I think the touches that you add are so lovely, like the Earth Cafe boxes.
Yes.
And I remember you had Donny's bath salts.
Yeah.
They are so amazing. I love them.
Yeah,
all these little touches don't go unnoticed. And even the venues you choose feels just really special. So I'm glad that you are charging for it, as you should. And I hope that it gives more back to you as well in another sense, which I know it does.
Thank you.
Yeah. Another thing that we've been seeing is Bhajan clubbing, right? Have you guys ever attended one?
No.
Neither have I. What's your thoughts on it?
For me, honestly, that word irritates me.
Yeah.
Because bhajan and clubbing, it just doesn't go. And bhajan and clubbing, it comes from very two different intentions, different meanings. And it's great that it's become viral. The positive is that it's become viral and it's got Kirtan more famous.
Yeah.
But every time we are asked that, will you all do bhajan clubbing, our first thing is we will not go by that. We'll go by Kirtan something.
Yeah.
But the positive is that people know about it, and more, all thanks to social media.
Yeah.
It's become like a trend.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm seeing the positive.
But would you rather cancel it otherwise?
Yeah, for sure. Cancel.
Bhajan clubbing or bhajan jamming is a recent trend, and I see immense. I actually feel happy about it sometimes, because it's great to see these massive crowds, youngsters chanting the names of the Lord.
Yeah.
So that's like a massive positive. Yes, technicality, if we say words, the way it's presented, what exactly happens in those spaces while a kirtan is going on, while a bhajan clubbing session is going on, is what the organizers or the artists need to decide. So for example, if you're doing a kirtan, we'll see to it that there's at least no non-veg food served, there's no alcohol served. The place is pretty positive, the environment is very healthy. And I think bhajan clubbing is great for people who want to have fun, who want to enjoy, have a great evening. But if you want to do something a little more deeper, where you want to connect with yourself and you want to connect with God, you want to have some relation with God, you want to chat with Him, I think Kirtan is much more deeper. So Kirtan can be a practice.
Yeah.
It can be something that you can do daily. You can use it for your spiritual advancement and upliftment. Bhajan clubbing is still a night where you want to have fun, chill, and go back.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
But again, credit to whoever's taken it forward and done well, because we're kind of in the same music industry of spiritual, entertainment.
Yeah.
But there's a massive difference between a kirtan and bhajan clubbing sessions.
Yeah.
Which eventually people will realize, because you can't beat a call and a response of mantras to a night where you're just planning to have some fun with spiritual music. But it's great. I'm very happy it's happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people think that yoga is just about the asanas. And they maybe come for a workout or come for shavasana even.
Yeah.
And then they eventually, that starts waking them up. And then they start, okay, I'm going to explore pranayama. And then they start doing their meditation. Then they start exploring the philosophy. They're reading scriptures or whatever. Maybe the same is going to happen with Bhajan clubbing, that this is the entry point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then they feel they want to explore it deeper because ultimately, like you said, like chanting, either way, it's going to penetrate down.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So true.
Hopefully that's what happens.
So true. No, you've put it perfectly.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to be. And that's why I see the positivity in that.
Yeah.
So absolutely agree. Yeah.
Yeah. And Meghna, I know you had a journey with your voice and sharing your voice. What was the reason that you decided to share it? And to other people like me who are scared of using their voice in this way, what would you say? What would be your advice?
My journey of how I started singing was like, if I have to look back, it was because of Kirtan. Like something, in Kirtan, it's when you're feeling connected, it's literally like you can hear God speaking to you. It's not like you're there to ask for, give this to me, or I hope this happens. But when you're actually in that dhyan mode, you can hear what God is speaking.
Yeah.
And why you are here. What is your purpose? Like all of that. So I kind of just navigated through that inner voice or the divine voice that was speaking to me or my higher consciousness that was speaking to me. And I just kept pushing myself over and over again. And Baldev is the witness of how when I first started singing and now there's been such a beautiful journey. I would just request whoever feels they want to explore this journey through their voice, whether it's kirtan, whether it's a guided meditation, whether it's, there are so many things now. Just use your voice and do it with the right intent, because, now like even spirituality has become like a industry on its own, like a spiritual industry.
Yeah.
So as far as you're doing it with the right intent, with the right consciousness, just use your voice and God will take over, or that higher consciousness will take over, because that's again surrender and faith.
Yeah.
And I think eventually that shows up.
Yeah, I always think it's the right intention. That's the main thing, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Because I also do it with my clients in classes, that they want to explore that too. And they're like, oh, I'm worried how it sounds. But you just have to surrender in that sense. And I'm telling myself this too.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter about the sound at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's just what you're doing it for, why you're doing it.
To just add to what Meghna's saying, there are two sets of people who want to do singing kirtans or want to lead a kirtan. One is probably, the nervous, the shy. The other is also a good set of people who want to be kirtanyas, who want to lead kirtans. Answer would be same for both. You need to check what your real goal is. Is it just to be a kirtan singer, to get followers, to get likes, and to do more concerts or probably make some money? Because if you study or if you understand a kirtan leader's journey, like how you probably mentioned, they show up. They show up in what form? They show up where it doesn't matter how many people are sitting. So what she's mentioning about her journey, or what I have experienced in the little journey I have had, is we have done this consistently regardless of how many cameras are looking at us or how many mics do we have. Sometimes we don't even have a mic.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't even have people to listen to us or follow. But deep within we know, I would do this even if I was alone in the room. And that is probably your seed, where if that's what you're experiencing, then you should water that seed. Because then ultimately you'll grow and blossom into someone who can create an impact, a positive impact. That could be singing, that could be yoga, that could be any aspect of your life. But I just wanted to put that point across where people are listening, where they understand that it's not only about having the goal to sing in big stadiums or auditoriums.
Yeah.
It starts from a room where probably there's no one to listen to you other than God.
Yeah.
That's your concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nice. That's how my concert is right now.
Yes, absolutely. It's lovely.
To speak about it from another lens, what does kirtan and chanting do for your nervous system? How does it affect you physiologically?
So, majority of the people feel like chanting, meditation, all of this is spirituality related, which it is, but it is also very scientifically related.
Yeah.
So if I can go a little more into science, is that the reason why we feel what we feel when we're chanting is, number one, because there's this nerve called the vagus nerve, which gets stimulated. And that vagus nerve is attached to many organs in our body.
Yeah.
And when that gets stimulated, when you're chanting, it kind of brings a sense of calmness. It brings it shifts your nervous system from the survival mode or stress mode to awareness and calmness. So that is one scientific reason.
Yeah.
The other one is a very, very fascinating research where, what we did, Om?
Yeah.
It's called the hum-based chanting, like Om, Ram. So these humming-based chanting, what it does is it produces nitric oxide. So nitric oxide, what that does is it again makes your blood flow very calm. It just creates a shift in your body from stress to calm.
Right.
And I think what the rishis and the sages, like what Baldev had said, intuitively did thousands of years ago, science is just backing that up. And it's all connected by the end of it. So chanting, not only spiritually, but even where your nervous system is concerned, it's so good and so healing.
Yeah. Amazing. When you're saying that, it just made me think about how India is called Mother India.
Yeah.
And it just really feels like that because somehow it knew everything all along. And
Yeah.
even though I'm not born and brought up here, this just feels like home to me. So yeah, it's really special to know that there's actually science behind what we feel in our souls as well.
Yeah.
I think that's most of my questions. Last question I wanted to ask you is, why do you think the world needs more kirtan? What is the final message you'd want to share with anyone listening?
For me, I don't know about the world. I need a lot of kirtan.
I think why the world would need more kirtan is, for example, why do we need sports? Right? Sports in India, for example, cricket, you see it unites the entire country, regardless of where you come from.
Yeah.
So I think of kirtan as big as a sporting activity that's done for a nation. I think kirtan is a bit larger than that because it unites the whole world. It's just not a country that you're playing for. So kirtan, perfect for your health, as you all discussed. It's perfect for yourself because that's probably one time in the day, how much ever time you meditate, you sit with yourself and God, meditate, chant. You're doing this for yourself. And thirdly, when you come together with like-minded people, with the right association, with a safe space, where you're hearing these mantras in a room constantly in your head, it makes you feel you're not alone.
Yeah.
And that belongingness where people are, you might stay in the most fancy houses, you might have a company with 10,000 employees, but ultimately there is a part of loneliness within you always. And I think Kirtan, Bhajans, chanting mantras make you feel that special presence of God is always there, that whatever happens in life,
Yeah.
son, I'm there, daughter, I'm there for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I feel about Kirtan, and I hope it just spreads more than COVID, spreads more than any virus. It becomes the next virus where people are just chanting mantras all over the world.
Wow, imagine how amazing that would
that'll
be.
lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. My parents kind of brought me up like anytime you're worried. So when there's turbulence on a plane, because I fly a lot by myself, I'll just be like chanting. Or if I feel overwhelmed and there's lots of energy around me that doesn't like, I'm very sensitive to energy. So I'll just start chanting in my head and I feel that really protects me. Yeah. Yeah. So beautiful. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank
It's been
you.
a beautiful conversation, and being able to speak to you as well as attend your Kirtans, it's a lovely combination. And I hope you guys have learned more things about Kirtan. I want to say thank you to Yama Yoga because they have sponsored this episode and kindly gifting you a piece of your choice. Thank you. It's for you. I hope you enjoy. Very soft clothing. And yeah, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
I just want to say to the audience, if you'd like to attend Kirtan from Kirtan Mumbai, you can check out their Instagram, which is kirtan.mumbai or just
Just
Kirtan
Kirtan
Mumbai.
Mumbai.
And if you have any questions for them, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll have both of their Instagrams in the description as well. And yeah, otherwise, wherever you are in the world, why not try attending a Kirtan? See how it makes you feel, and we'd love to know. So yeah, thank you so much. And if this episode has helped you, please do share it with someone else you think it could help. And I'll see you next week. We have an episode out every Thursday on the House of Yoga podcast. Thank you. Namaste.